to the blue line. Eriksson again. Great puck movement by Springfield. Odie Marchessault, his shot. Now it's dribbled to the near side. Drazenovich corrals it. Nick Drazenovich for Springfield. Getting it down deep. Collins across. Craig now playing it to the blue line. Eriksson shot. Rebound. Scores! Number 10, Nick Drazenovich gives the Falcons power play goals in 10 consecutive games, and it's 1-0 Springfield. He settles it down. Mike Sislo to the blue line for Whitney. Back to Sislo. Left circle. Back to Whitney. High slot. Cross ice pass. Shot. Score. Eric Jelena. And just like that, it's a 1-1 tie. Jelena with a hard one-timer, and he ripped it from the right circle. Power play goal for the Devils, and Albany remaining on the power play, cashing in on the 5-on-3. Intercepted on the play now by Hayzak, in across the blue line. Stop made, rebound in front, and Sestito denied by the goaltender Paul Dainton as he makes the stop for Springfield. 12:52 remaining in this middle period. Craig is there. One of the Devils down on the ice, that's Tim Sestito. And now we have ourselves some fisticuffs going. Darcy Zajac dropping the gloves with Brian Helmer. Helmer, the three-time Calder Cup champion, mixing it up with Darcy Zajac. Near side boards, and Helmer wraps Zajac up. They both hit the ice. Up the left wing. Puck played there for Weber. Here comes Drazenovich moving in. Left wing side. Going to the backhand. Save made by Frazee. Stopped it. Some big hits inside the Devils' end. Odie Marchessault mixing things up with Corbin McPherson. McPherson has a good several inches on Odie Marchessault, and Jonathan Odie Marchessault, though, not afraid to mix it up. Golubev, his attempt, that fails to get through. Lifted ahead. Pessinen has a breakaway. Pessinen to the net, and a stick stop made by Dainton. A potential game saver there. Paul Dainton, holy moly, what a goalie. McPherson inside his own end, playing it up that right wing side. Whitney in across. He has a breakaway. Whitney to the net. Another great save made by Dainton. Two terrific stops there. Bouncing puck towards the Falcons' cage. Played up the left wing, and it's wristed to the neutral ice. Dynamite saves by Paul Dainton. 10 seconds to go. Up the left wing side was Drazenovich. He fails to get started though. Played at center now by Sestito. Long shoot in. Stick stop by Dainton. And we are going to overtime here tonight. Prout hounded on the play by Sestito. Rattled around the boards. Urbaum in front. Sestito denied. Rebound. And another sprawling save. An acrobatic save made by Dainton. Got the pillow on that one. Pessinen denied. Jodry wins the faceoff. Prout, long shot. Glove save. Frazee, and that'll do it. 65 minutes concludes tonight. And we are going to have more. It's the shootout coming up next on the Falcons Broadcast Network. He'll get an opportunity in round number 1 for the Falcons. Shootout scenario. Left-hand shooter Collins right down Main Street. Scores! Tucked it just inside the post. He went stick side on the goaltender Frazee. Now coming in, Phil DeSimone. Getting an opportunity, weaving to the right wing side, now down the middle. DeSimone, backhander, scores. And it's a 1-1 tie in the shootout. Phil DeSimone with a nifty tally there for the Devils. Wade McLeod with a chance now for Springfield. 4th round of the shootout. Score tied at 1 in the shootout and in regulation. Here comes McLeod. Shooting, scores! Beautiful shot by Wade McLeod, glove side. Crowd erupts on that one. 2-1 Springfield. Now all the pressure on Paul Dainton. If he saves it, the Falcons win. Coming away with it, Joe Whitney. Left-hand shooter Whitney to the backhand. Denied by Dainton. And for the first time in more than 6 years, the Falcons win 4 consecutive games. 2-1 over Albany tonight. A shootout win. Falcons celebrate. And cue shake, rattle, and roll. Another Falcons victory.
Just first off, overall thoughts on the effort tonight?
Paul Dainton. That's pretty much all I need to say. First period we were fine. I liked it, and then you know, we had 3 5-on-3s against for over a minute. I mean, we just played with fire all night. We weren't skating. They outskated us. They outplayed us. There's no question. We didn't deserve the win tonight. And if we didn't have Paulie Dainton playing the way he did, we wouldn't have won. So he was, I don't know if he got first star. I'm pretty sure he did. Well deserved, and, you know, thank goodness for goaltending tonight.
That's been a constant for this team all season, getting good goaltending and having against that.
Yeah, you know, anybody's got the call. You know, Curtis has taken obviously the bulk of it, and you know, Paulie's coming in and hasn't, you know, he's been playing a little bit in the East Coast and a few games with us, and to pull out a game like that tonight, divisional game, and you know, it's huge. You can't win in any league without good goaltending, and just very proud of him, the way he's handled himself, because he's a true professional. He works very hard at his game, and, you know, you see tonight, like, wow, what an effort.
It's not easy because you have to take advantage of the
Yeah, that's, you know, that role and the enforcer role are probably the two hardest roles in hockey. I mean, you know, fighters, there's the anxiety of having to go out and do that every night, and I certainly wouldn't want that job. And being a backup goalie, you play once every couple weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks. You know, you're lucky to get 1 out of 3 in the weekends, and you got to be sharp. You know, and usually you get the crap game. You know, you get the 3rd and 3, or, you know, so. It's a really tough job, and he handles it great. He's a kid who's very enthusiastic. He works very hard. You root for a kid like that because of what he puts into the game.
You mentioned the 5-on-3s. Ryan Russell and Andrew Jones once again very good. Yeah. They don't necessarily appear in the score sheet, but they're just as valuable to the team.
Yeah, I mean, they're unsung heroes on your team. They're the guys that go under the radar all the time. Nobody really talks about them except for their teammates and the coaches, and the sacrifice they put in, the details they put into penalty killing, you know, blocking shots. Again, 2 5-on-3s, and they scored 1 off a great shot. It was barring in off a guy who shoots the puck probably 100 miles an hour on a one-timer. Those guys were fantastic, and you had Sean Collins doing it. You had Ryan Craig killing penalties. You know, Drzanovich was in a little bit, and our D did a heck of a job too. You know, you got our guys are having to really step up, and, you know, again, very fortunate tonight.
I mean, let's talk about, you know, you guys finally broke them. You had 2 or 3 really good chances in the first, you know, minute or 2, and then, you know, Nick gets the first. I mean, talk about breaking through, you know, and you guys started fast and you got that first goal. I mean, let's talk about the, you know, getting on the board first, getting that, you know, that lift.
Yeah, I liked our whole first, really. I mean, they scored on the 5-on-3. I really felt like that was the only momentum they had. You know, that slowed us down a little bit, and then from there, I think they took over the game. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, it wasn't even maybe that we played. We gave it more outnumbered and breakaways, and I mean, I got to go look at the video again. I mean, my head was spinning by then. I mean, Paulie Dainton must have been tired because I was from the bench. It was pretty ugly.
Well, something like scoring chances were like 20-8, something like that. I mean,
yeah, that's probably conservative.
There are going to be some nights though when you're not at your best. If you can take 2 points, I think you have to be happy.
No question, no question. There's a couple of games maybe this year we felt like we could have gotten a better result, and you don't. And, you know, I believe it really evens out, and it evened out tonight. You know, Paulie Dainton allowed that to happen. So, you know, you just try to get better tomorrow. You know, we got a chance to run the table, get 3 wins in a row, and on a weekend in 3-3 in an all divisional game. So it's a pretty big game tomorrow.
You're busy tonight.
Yeah, I know it was a busy game, but you know, it was a good overall.
Talk about making the most of an opportunity. You were down on the coast, you get called up, and you get your chance.
Yeah, this is one of these situations that I'm kind of familiar with. You know, last year, you know, a similar situation happened to me, and you know, it's just one of those things that you have to deal with as a goalie, and being a younger guy, and well, not younger, but being, you know, second-year guy, and you know, you just want to make the best of every chance you get.
Yeah, well, there's a depth chart thing too, and
yeah,
you're part of it. Just waiting your turn.
Yeah, that's part of the game, and you just got to make the most of it, like you said.
Talk about that hectic end of the game there. You made a couple of saves. One, you didn't have your stick.
Yeah, no, it got a little bit hectic, but you know, it was one of those situations where, you know, we had 5-on-3s where they didn't even get shots on net. You know, so the guys played great in front of me. We had a couple miscues, and, you know, myself behind the net playing the puck and stuff, but overall it worked out.
Yep.
You have some good penalty killers on this team. Ryan Russell and Andrew Jones don't necessarily find the score sheet every night, but they certainly do their job.
Oh, those guys are unbelievable. You know, they sacrifice their bodies, and they're blocking shots, and or at least forcing guys to shoot wide, and, you know, the things they do, you know, definitely doesn't go unnoticed by me or everyone else for that matter.